Good morning, it's 30 minutes past 6 in the AM. You're listening to some monger on the fucking flop tube. I'm gonna take you to work with my cat. Okay. Of course I'm up early. Who cannot be up early to enjoy what looks like it could be an absolute mozza of a day? Oh, but dang. Isn't it funny? If I put this camera just on the right angle, well, where was it? Oh, can you see the haze? See that haze? Now, they are clouds that you can't see. That cloud's going to go all covered hazy and grey again today, like it did yesterday, and probably rain again later today, like it did yesterday. And if you go back and look at yesterday morning's video on how much of a fucking magnificent day it was, and then I noticed, oh, that's not what I wanted to see. The straight lines with sound waves through them. My prediction came right. The day turned to custard on the outside. Yeah. I'm about to show you a little video. If you watch that video from the perspective of, say, an older person, through the lens of, say, your grandparents, and think about it maturely. These people, what I'm going to show you is a short made by Candace Owens about Ben Shapiro on the subject of Charlie Kirk and his wife, whatever her name is, can't remember. Look, whether you think you're watching a movie or whatever you're thinking, no, you're definitely watching a movie. It's a fucking bad one. With not just bad actors, but poor actors. Who, I don't know if they were starved of oxygen at birth. But they're now, as far as I'm concerned, oxygen thieves who are given far too much airtime as compensation. Now they've got too much oxygen. It's like they're high on it. Far too much airtime. Oxygen. Get the other. It was a pun. Okay. Let's just get into it. So I want you to watch this through that particular lens. Why? Well, why not? Because you should. And then I'm probably going to upset you. Why? This is what I do, apparently.
Sending undercover interns to stalk me. He has issued thus far 3 court proceedings, okay, for every solitary petty infraction against things that I say. He's worked with Gary Weiss behind the scenes to have articles written about me. It is non-stop. As you pretend that you care about free speech and debate, I've put up with a lot of it, but today I draw the line. I draw the line with this miserable imp when it comes to Charlie Kirk, okay? Don't try me on this, but you keep trying me on this. You are an imposter, Ben. You're an imposter.
No, Tucker Carlson, it is not an excuse to go silent on Candace's targeting of TPUSA. Or to mirror her bullshit lines of questioning because you love Candace personally. The same holds true of Megyn Kelly, a person I consider a friend, characterizing Candace as a young mother and thus shying away from condemning her actions or fibbing about them. That is a non-starter. When Candace Owens says, I don't know, but I know, that is and we are all more for having heard it.
Well, Ben, when it comes to you and having worked with you, I just know the tactics that you use to feign popularity in the public. I just know the amount of money that you are willing to spend on advertising to inflate your numbers to make people think that you're popular.
Fucking clowns. Come on. We've got the likes of Elon Musk running around doing his Nazi fucking salute, or whatever you want to call it. Come on, it was a fucking Nazi salute. I bet you got in trouble for that. Or maybe perhaps that was part of his little initiation thing, to do that to the whole world, to be initiated into the big club that you ain't fucking in. What's this shit? Sorry, put the face on it. Candace Owens claims to be a Christian. Okay. Well, why are you acting as a grown woman with children? Why are you acting like a spoilt fucking brat at high school, Candace? Why does Ben Shapiro act like the kid that fucking throws a tantrum because mummy said no? Didn't you get enough love from your mum when you was little, Ben? Oh, that's right, you're still little. You're little like me. What's your fucking problem? Oh, yeah, that's right. The United States of fucking degenerates. That's right. It's the United States of degenerates, isn't it? The United Fruit Cakes of degenerates. The fruit... Oh, Jesus. The deplorable states of degenerates. Whatever you want to call it. There's nothing united about them. They're in a hell of a fucking state. And it's run by a fucking pack of degenerates. What else are you going to call it? And people are worshipping at the altar of fucking Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro, and even Jordan Peterson has a huge vocabulary and quite a sponge for a mind, like. But he purposely goes out of his way to use complicated words, and yes, he pulls things out of the ether. Obviously, he has that ability to have the blackboard of sentences, like some people have the blackboard of numbers. I have the bigger blackboard that doesn't have words and numbers, but more so the pattern. I have a bit of a pattern brain. Not with words, a little bit with words. Definitely not with numbers. I'm terrible with numbers. But I'm able to put that event together with this false flag, with this seemingly terrible circumstance, and the people that pop out of the woodwork to make their statements about those things and how it all fits together, and go, "Hi, yeah." As David Icke puts it, trust me, I'm not, but there's a lot of that David Icke goes on about, and I'm like, phew. I'll just put that over there in a box, shut the lid, and possibly even put a lock on it, and I may unlock it some other day when I've got the headspace to take on out there stuff. When the world settles enough for us to all actually have a sensible conversation on what shape the planet is. Okay? Because at the moment, does it really matter? Does it really matter if there's a city under the pyramids of Giza? Hey, look, this geezer over here. He says there's a city under the pyramid of Giza. Of course there is. It's always been there. Anyone that done any Bible studies at school would know it. Hello, McFly. It's nothing new under the sun. It's like the bloodline of the son of Ra. Ra was just a man. He might have had wings at some point. But his son was his child. The children of the child of Ra, which is Ra's child, who is Roth's child. That's, look, whether you believe it or not, I'm not even sure I believe it. But they do. So that's why they have such a fucking image of self-importance and name themselves lords. Lord Rothschild. The very same person that Montgomery Burns off The Simpsons is modelled from. Who's got ego issues? Really? Who's got self-importance and self-indulgence and self-image issues? Not me. I couldn't fucking care less. I'll sit here and talk to you with no teeth and haven't brushed my hair yet. I couldn't care less. I only woke up 20 minutes ago. That's why I still got me morning voice, you know, the slightly deep one. My voice box is still asleep, I think. The snoring voice, you know. But, now, come on. It's probably good for a laugh. I can't believe, this is what my point is, I can't believe people take it serious and say it's all part of the plan. The white hats and black hats bullshit.
So, yeah, I don't have to say we don't know when it comes to you. You are such a joke of a little man. Your jealousy against Tucker, your ability to believe that you can keep manipulating the markets. You know those kids booed you on that stage. The amount of messages I got from Turning Point USA people saying, what is happening? Why is he on this stage? Standing against everything that Charlie believed in. That's what you're doing. You're standing against everything that Charlie believed in. Because you weren't his friend. He didn't like you. For that very reason. Look at you and I just think you are such a little worm. I can see you right now, probably. What can we get out to her?
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's enough of that. This is something I would expect to see on Days of Our Lives, Neighbours, Home and Away, you know, fucking shit actors that seem to be your idols. Where do they keep pulling you Alf Stewarts from? That's what I want to know. That cunt's going to be 150 years old. He was in the very first episode ever. And I was in, what, grade 7? 1987. And he was the old pillar of the community back then. What are we watching? What is this shit? There's no way in a million years that I can take seriously that is all just part of the plan. Part of the movie. You're watching a movie. You're watching a movie. Too fucking right we are. It's a fucking shit one. I want to leave. I paid good money to watch a good movie. I want a refund and I'd like to leave the auditorium, please. It's a fucking joke. This is bad for your brain. It's programming. Do you know why? I'll tell you what. Do you know why people accept this to be like something real and important, and why people champion their heroes on this shit? Professional wrestling. Americans take that shit fucking seriously. I watch it and I see a bunch of fucking Neanderthalic fucking kids getting paid to act like fucking idiots dressed up as fairies. What a fucking joke. Here's one for you. Nah. Will I? Nah. Oh, perhaps. Everyone was sold on fake fucking karate back in the days. By who? By what? I used to be the biggest fan of Bruce Lee ever. Now all I see is a fucking acrobat. an acrobat and a ballet dancer. Are those good things to have for a martial artist? You betcha. Absolutely. But looking at how old AI really is, I don't believe that now. No, I can't swallow that he played ping pong with a set of nunchucks. I actually don't believe that anymore. I used to. I don't believe that Bruce Lee played table tennis with a set of nunchucks against the world's table tennis champion and beat him with a set of nunchucks. No, I don't. I can't swallow that. I can't swallow this shit. What a fucking joke. People are following this shit, right? People following this shit as if it's fucking, it's part of the plan and it's the white hat, black hat thing and it's meant to be a distraction. How are you distracted by this shit instead of fucking booing and hissing at it and demanding to get the shit out of your fucking life? Is this the new normal? Because if it is, I don't want it. There's nothing normal about it. It's fucking insane. Why are these people getting airtime? Why are you giving these people oxygen? Okay, I'll look at it this way. What is the internet other than a fucking big bowl of soup with all the scum fucking sitting on the top? It's a big stew of fucking every single bit of information and disinformation and counter information and fucking oxymorons and hypocrites and 2 + 2 = 5. It's full of it. It is like actually getting sensible, down to earth, accurate, historical fact from someone that doesn't wear a sock on one hand and hold a texter with a mouse on the end of it on the other, talking like a fucking a monger, telling us what God is, or what's his name? I Am Ray. Who actually almost hits the point and then goes off into some other weird direction on things, and you're like, wow, is this cunt on acid or what? You get someone who sits there in a suit. I know I bang on about Ricardo Bosi a lot. There's a reason for that. You've got Ricardo Bosi and a couple of others, Dave Graham, Carl Leibold. Carl Leibold fucking flip-flops, dumps and changes fucking all over from seat to seat to seat to seat round a 6-seated table and acts as every single person in that conversation about what shape the fucking planet is. Who gives a fuck? Here we go again, the shape of the planet. Who gives a shit? The fridge is still a fridge, a dickhead's still a dickhead, an arsehole's still an arsehole, a thief is still a thief, and a politician is still a fucking scumbag. You're being told to sit back, watch the plan. Ricardo Bosi. And he's got all these people. Bated breath. I don't know if that was a good impression of bated breath or not. Just waiting. Waiting. Just waiting. This is what I don't understand. People haven't acted yet. People haven't risen. People went to things. He gets all wound up and winds you up. This fucking weird tactic he's got to keep you engaged with his bullshit. Winds you up. Oh, apparently things haven't gotten bad enough yet, and he starts yelling and dropping F-bombs everywhere and fucking money for the swear jar tonight. What fucking money in the swear jar that you take back out at the end of the show? What money in the swear jar? I wonder when he's going to get his fucking Logie Award. Eh? His Central Casting Bollywood Award or whatever you want to call it. It fucking just shits me. He G's people up. At the start of the show, every green room show, It's the same fucking rhetoric. Just beware of people getting online, pretending to be A1, asking you for money. We've had everyone telling us that people are asking them for money. In the 5 years that I've been registered for A1 emails, I have not been asked by an email for money yet. Other than by Australia 1 Tasmania, who I've never fucking seen do anything anywhere and then go have a whinge at me because at the time I was a little bit sucked in by the whole Q phenomenon. Maybe it was more out of curiosity than anything. And we was back and forward via email, and I was actually asking them why they weren't turning up at council meetings when they reckon they're fighting to save the country, and they keep hopping up and down about go to your council meetings and stop this drag queen hour and all that sort of bullshit, drag queen story time, and try and stop 15-minute digital smart cities, which actually that is a thing. It's been admitted to me by a politician, Giovanna Simpson, who's not a politician anymore. She didn't get elected, but she's still one of the head honcho members of council. How you can hold both them jobs at the same time, I don't get, but anyway, I digress. Nobody's going. Nobody's going to any of these meetings. Nobody's actually doing anything except turning up to a barbecue now and then and accepting donations. I tell you, right, at the start of the show, that pin-headed thing in Darwin, his co-host, whatever you want to call her, he's head of operations, whatever. Goes on the spiel about how they don't ask for money. Makes a point of not asking for money and not to respond to people asking for money on like via email. And then brings Rick in, and Rick backs her up on that. We're still talking about donations, okay? On how they don't ask for donations. And then goes on to thank people for their generous donations that they have made, and how they can, if they don't ask for donations, right? For donations. And then at the end of the show, again, they will thank people for donations or for any voluntary help, letterbox drops, all that sort of thing that A1 members can do to help. To become an A1 member, you have to pay money. To be a supporter, you have to join as a member, apparently. You can't just support them. You have to join as a member, and otherwise you're not a supporter. Right. But it costs money to join as a member. Again, I've even asked for flyers to drop. Nothing but crickets. Nothing. I'm yet to meet a legitimate A1 supporter. A legitimate member. I don't think they really exist. A1 has more supporters in America than they have in Australia. I'm telling you that now. They have supporters here. So does Carl Lowerbold. So does Dave Graham Guru Graham the Gronk. David Gronk Graham. Gronky Graham the Guru. Now, as I was saying, yeah, I've said it 100,000 billion gazillion times infinity. All of these people were one group, and then it split into two. Those two split. Now you got four. Those four split. Then you got 8. Divide and conquer much, people? Divide and conquer much? Stop following them. All of them. They're leading you up the garden path, the pretty garden path of deception and bullshit and the golden tongue of lies, with a nice scenery up each side, straight to the fucking slaughterhouse. It's a nice scenic route to the slaughterhouse. That's why you don't see the slaughterhouse. You're too busy looking at the flower gardens and the mutton's dressed as lamb that they're coming back for later for dog food. They are goats pretending to be lambs, leading you astray. False prophets. If you want to get all scriptures about it, beware of false prophets. There'll be wars and rumours of wars, and I don't believe we're in end times yet. They're trying to manufacture an end times. They think they can do it ahead of God's timeline. Why? Because they think they are as gods. This is just Babylon all over again. What do you think? People like Bear, who I've adopted, call this the Babylonian rectangle of sin, the Babylonian rectangle of doom, the window to hell. The existential crisis rectangle. What does that do? You sit there and look for the answers to everything in that. You look for validation in likes and thumbs ups and clicks and shit, instead of going and getting your problems off your chest and talking to a real friend or your mum, a real relative, your significant other. Instead of sorting the problems out with your kids, you just let them storm off angry, and they sit in their room and spiral downwards into the world of hate on their phone, while you sit there on your phone looking at fucking puppy dog and kitten fucking videos, trying to cheer yourself up so you can be in the mood to go and ruin tea because you don't know how to fucking cook, because you spend too much time on here TikToking your fucking dick off. Watching shit like this, thinking it's actually something. It's a bubbles. It's like an aero bar, isn't it? It's the bubbles of nothing that make it something. A storm in a fucking teacup. It's all bullshit. Why? It's got you engaged in bullshit. Why, you flick your fucking money at it. Your hard-earned money. That's worth nothing. It's worthless. It's worth nothing. There's $1. There's a big rusty washer that represents a zero. That's worth no more than that. Actually, it's only a bit of surface rust. That's useful. I could use that for something. That? It's useless. I can't use it for a washer. The metal's shit. It's too weak. Can't drill a hole in it. Can't do anything with that other than hand it to somebody else if they accept it. You can stack as much cash as you like to the rafters. Soon shit's going to custard and people won't accept that. What's the sign of that? Indicators. How much is a loaf of bread today? How much was it a year ago? How much is a loaf of bread going to be in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months? Watch the jump in the amount that it rises. It'll rise by 5 cents in this quarter. It'll rise by 7 cents the next quarter. It'll rise by 10 cents the quarter after that. It'll rise by 20 cents the quarter after that. Not exact numbers, an example. The number that it jumps by increases. Indicators. That's when you know the dollar's collapsing your silver and gold aren't increasing in value, people. It will not buy you more than what it bought you 2,000 years ago. It will still buy you the same thing, nothing more. A good suit for the same weight in gold. You can't profit that way. You're deluded if you think that. The gold and silver isn't worth more money. The dollar is decreasing in value because it's worthless. It's worth less. It's worthless. It's shit. It's nothing. You're better off to spend that money now on things that are going to be useful leading up to, during and after the collapse. The things that perpetuate normalcy. Go and watch Bear Independent. He explains it so much better than me. He's grounded. He gets his intel from fucking DARPA, from people boots on the ground in the FBI that actually do go and save kids from child sex trafficking and women from being sex slaves and from sweatshops, labour camps. They actually do the things. They actually do the things. They don't just claim to do the things. They do the things. He operates businesses that he pours his own money, his own profits into to do these things. And he will teach you everything from... He runs Refuge Medical. He supplies first aid kits of all the different types needed to the United States military. From Army to Marines to Navy SEALs, right up. FBI. He's doing the things. He's holding back on the information that he gives because it's national security and, dudes in turtle suits with fucking AR, fully automatic ARs will come and stick him in an 8-foot box if he says too much. Dave, you're not meant to sit like that. Arthroscopies. Bad meniscus cartilage surgeries. I was done unevenly. The knees tend to lock if I sit on them like that. Bad idea. Now, stop this shit. Stop watching them. Jimmy Dore. What's Jimmy Dore doing? He's a bandwagoner. It's bread and circus. He's a bandwagoner. Him and his little band of weirdos are getting in on the argument, getting Candace Owens on the show. Glenn Beck, a bandwagoner. Tucker Carlson, what a cuck. A bandwagoner. They're all bandwagoning. Jumping on the bandwagon and dragging other people on the bandwagon with them. Andrew and Christopher Tate, bandwagoners, provocateurs. They're bandwagoning provocateurs. They're there to cause conflict. Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan sits there having an argument with Andrew Tate while they have a game of chess. What do you think that's representing? Is that supposed to be the devil and God playing chess in that painting? Where God's got the devil in check? Or is it... No, that's right, the devil's got God in check, but God's taken the next move that puts the devil in checkmate. That's the painting, if you look at the pieces on the board. Is that what that's meant to represent? To trigger people into thinking God's got this. This is the final act between Satan and God. Between Satan and Christ. They're fucking with your head. They're fucking with you. While you're getting around in your lounge room, fucking roaring at the TV and yelling and fucking carrying on and getting on there like little fucking gremlins, passing fucking mindless fucking insults at people on their channels because because you think you're smart, because you're listening to fucking charlatans like fucking Ricardo Bosie and Dave Graham and Carl Leibold and John Wilson and even that, what's that farmer fucking, what's his name? Farmer Mong. With the cross eyes and the fucking mono brow that was sitting there talking to that senator the other day as if there's some good politicians in government. No, there's not. Not one of them has sworn a lawful oath of office. Until I hear the lawful oath of office be sworn on our lawful, the only legitimate and lawful constitution with the King James Bible on top of it, as proof to the world, which will enact everything, which will enact our real law. That's what it'll do. As soon as somebody swears an oath on that, publicly, you watch shit fucking happen. You watch shit change. We're being kept from that happening. Pauline Hanson, if you're fucking legitimate, pull the 1900 Constitution out, stick the King James Version Bible on top of it, and swear a lawful oath of office. This is not a Judeo-Christian country, so do not fuck around with Barnaby Joyce. He's a fucking Judaist. Do not fuck around with the coalition, but you're gonna, aren't you? People, I'll let you in on another little secret, okay? There is no way in a million years that any other party can sit in the top job other than Labor or the Liberal coalition. It can't be done because of preference deals. Last election, I'll talk nice and slow for you. Anthony Albanese won the election with less than 13% of the votes. 13% of the votes. There were people that had way higher percentage, but they didn't have the preference deals. So, preference deals all went to the Labor Party. It's about filling those seats to win a majority in the House. Has nothing to do with voting for people. You can vote for Pauline Hanson till your fucking fingers fall off. She's not getting the top job. What's going on? I'll tell you exactly what's going on. It's One Nation's turn to play the left and right game. When there is no left and right, it's just us. To act, to win majority in the Senate. To own the ability to block or pass tabled legislature under a coalition government with Josh Frydenberg sitting in the seat and a capitulated Governor-General who has allowed herself, it's been allowed ever since after John Kerr sacked Gough Whitlam, and then the Australia Act comes along, clippity-clop, and puts the Prime Minister above the Governor-General. The Governor-General has negative powers that can stand down the government, but cannot run one in the fraudulent constitution. In our right, legitimate, lawful constitution, the Governor-General does have the power supreme of the government, not of the Commonwealth, power supreme of the government, to stand down the government, to sack members, to imprison them, order a royal commission, a proper royal commission, operated under martial law, putting us basically like a people's coup d'etat with the military on our side, putting the country into a shutdown of everything except international trade, where the military load and unload and are in charge of quarantine, everything. No such thing as diplomatic immunity. Sorry, diplomatic immunity's gone. Why? Your consulates and embassies are now, bye-bye, out of the country. You're not coming back until we allow it. In the meantime, we install a functioning government that we choose. Bam, we start from a level playing field. From a start point that worked, our 1900 constitution. Then we can have a constitutional convention. Okay, Bosie? Okay? America is not part of the fucking Commonwealth, you fuckwit. The American military cannot come in here under RICO law and overthrow a government. That's called occupation. That's called terrorist occupation, mate. It can't be done. We are military wartime allies. We are not. We're not even a member of fucking NATO. We're not a member of NATO. We are bastard members of the United Nations. Why? Because we weren't asked under our lawful constitution via referendum if we would like to join the United Nations. That's why. So stop referring to the 1901 constitution as well, Ricardo. Why? Because it was never enacted in federation. You think you know your fucking history? You don't. You're manufacturing history to suit an agenda to keep people sitting in their lounge rooms doing nothing, hurrying up and going nowhere, standing up and standing still. While you swear at them and insult them for not doing anything, and in the same breath telling people to just calm down and trust the plan. Well, what do you want them to fucking do, mate? You want them to fucking get up and do something? Or do you want them to sit down and trust the plan? Or perhaps be smart and fucking walk away from you and all you fucking idiots and walk away from the fucking whole government, the whole system, because the system you cannot hold in your fucking hands. You can't fight a system. It's not a tangible object. It's not an inanimate object. It's not a person. You can't hold it, you can't throw it, you can't bite it, you can't do anything with a system. But those who are in control of the perceived authority of the system keep using it against the very same people that you're trying to tell to fight against the system. You can't win, people. It can't be done, it's impossible. You can't fight something that doesn't exist. It only exists in your fucking head because you allow it to. Starve it into illegitimacy. Starve it into irrelevancy. It's the only way you can beat it. We've been trying this bullshit for years under the leadership of fucking liars and charlatans. Centuries. Since before Christ's time. Ever since Rome seized the world. Ever since Rome seized Christ and turned it into a religion, creating a Vatican, a city inside a country inside a city, a sovereign country inside a city. That's okay. Think about that. The Vatican is not a church. It's a city. It's a country with its own sovereignty and its own police and its own governing system inside of a city. Just like Canberra is a territory inside of a nation of states. We are being run by a foreign entity. It's a territory. A territory is basically the same as a country. We have a foreign country in our nation of states. We have 2 of them. The other one's the Northern Territory. Why do you think prizes in lotteries and so forth are not valid in Canberra or the Northern Territory? Canberra's not a state. Canberra is not the capital of anything. It's a territory. Do they teach you this at school anymore? I don't know. They did me. I learnt this at school. I learnt how we have a constitutional law that was derived from Magna Carta, which is our nation's Christian secular based law. We had to do plays at the local town hall where our parents came, and the local RSL club and old folks homes, Meercroft old folks home, all the old veterans would come, and we would put on a play as kids on how the country was found. We'd have to sing the Australian National Anthem, a bit of Banjo Patterson stuff. A couple of poems would be recited, and we would put on a play on how this nation was founded. And we were also taught on how the Aboriginals got here, how they got here. Not how they just imaginarily fucking happened to be here. Tectonic shift, anybody? Tectonic shifts? What chunk of landmass did Australia tear away from? How is it Tasmania has different mineral compositions that don't match the mainland but match Africa? How would that have come about? Not slowly. That's something that would happen extremely violently. Like the Younger Dryas to you science nuts? The Great Flood? Sorry, Aboriginals, you aren't the nation's first people. You stole it from the Pygmies. Sorry, I'm probably the last generation ever to ever have learnt any of this stuff and actually retain that information. To actually hang on to just enough of it, to be able to sift through the bullshit. Truganini wasn't an Aboriginal. She wasn't an Aboriginal per se. Why is it that the Tasmanian Aboriginals are the only Aboriginals with red hair? Why are they so much smaller and shorter than the mainland Aboriginals? Because they are fucking from the Pacific Islands. Sorry guys, there are no Australian Aboriginals. They're just natives from another island. You're just natives from another island. We're all indigenous to this country. Run away with your indigenous fucking lies. They're lies. You've been taught lies. You believe them to be true, but they're not. Was you born here? Cool, you're indigenous. Own your indigenousness. Stop fighting amongst one another. Stop fighting among one another, because that's how we get divided. Stop engaging with government bullshit. Stop engaging with fucking dickheads like Scott Challen, thinking that you can rally your way out of this shit. Grow the fuck up. Ignore idiots. Ignore fools. Didn't your mum and dad ever tell you not to step in shit, not to fuck around with idiots, not to go to the park with the fuckwits? not to hang around with dickheads, because they'll drag you into fucking trouble. The same goes when you're an adult, you know. I've learnt this the hard way from every direction many times. I even at one time when I had business surrounded myself by people who I thought were upstanding people. I'm not going to say citizens. Well, they were citizens. I'm not. So yeah, I guess I surrounded myself with upstanding citizens, millionaires, thinking that, you know, I would get a successful mindset. You know what I got? A fucking greedy mindset. A self-pride mindset. And I fucking tripped all over it. And ended up in a worse position than I was before I started business. Homeless. With a damaged family. That's not success. Not present. Missing heaps of things and accomplishments of my children's. Well, I lived in the same home, but I wasn't there. Remember what's important. Voting with the pencil is stupid. Right? I'll let you know this. Pencils can be rubbed out. Thinking they're going to make a difference by taking a pen is even more idiotic. Because even I played a game. I probably still will next election, even though I'm not going to vote. I didn't vote last time. I still haven't sent my letter thing back yet. You know, I know this is going to end up with some kind of disciplinary action where they're going to want to cancel a licence that they don't have. Right? They'll cancel registration on a car that's out of rego. What are you going to do, motherfuckers? Do your worst. Do your worst. I've got nothing that you can take from me. You've got no dominion over me. You've got nothing. We've got a bus stop across the road. I'm fine. Quite happy to walk. Quite happy to ride a bike. Why? Because I'm not a lazy prick. I'm not a lazy prick. I will build something. I will build something that will be completely lawful and legal for me to fucking ride on a footpath or on the road that's not going to be one of your stupid little fucking e-scooters. That I'll be able to go and cart me shopping back in or whatever I like. Something that'll cart a hay bale. Because I know how to goad. My morning rants, I'm loving these. I'm going to do one every morning, I reckon. I won't put one up every morning because sometimes I wake up and I'm fucking furious for shit that I saw just before I went to sleep. I spend all night tossing and turning about. I shouldn't let shit get to me, but I do. Why? Because you don't do nothing about it. Sounds like a double negative, doesn't it? No, it's not. You don't do nothing with purpose. Nothing with purpose. That's how you end it. You have to do nothing. But that nothing has to be done with purpose, with strategy, with absolute conviction. Nothing. It doesn't exist. It's all in your fucking head. It's perceived authority. Assumed dominion. They have assumed dominion because you've granted it. You let them have it. Assume the position. Think of what that means. Assume the position. You're assuming a position. Based on what? No, facts and assumption is based on nothing but a fairy tale. presumption is based on having some facts, enough to put the story together. You're assuming that they have power, so they presume you're giving it to them. Why? Based on the fact that you're assuming that they have it. It's a fucking mind game. Yes, it really is that simple. Fucking 8611, fucking whatever your fucking name is. Spends half your day looking out the fucking shop window, fucking belittling every cunt out there to everyone that walks into your shop. Laughing about fucking fights and stuff going on out there. Fucking violence is the answer. No, it's not, mate. You're a fucking idiot. You're too proud of yourself. You're gonna fucking fall over and destroy the legacy that your fucking dad left you the way you're going. I can see it from a mile away. You can't see it because you're too fucking cocksure of yourself. Been there, done that. It's a lesson to you, not a fucking... I'm not trying to fucking stick the boots into you, mate. I'm trying to fucking help you. The only way that you're gonna fucking snap out of it and have a look at yourself is if you fucking wake up to yourself, Goose. Because I've tried reasoning with you. I've tried talking nicely to you. I've tried to explain things to you as actual fact and logic and how it is written in our Constitution. Actual, true, real law. I don't know nothing about law, but the police need more powers. And, well, there you go. There's the fucking problem. Therein lies the fucking problem. You know nothing about law, but the police need more powers. The police aren't the law, mate. The law isn't a people group. The law isn't even a system. It's a promise. The law is a promise. It's the golden handshake. It's the promise that cannot be broken. Otherwise everything goes to custard. Look around. Fucking look out your window at what's going on and realise the promise has been broken. We have broken the promise. The promise to uphold the rule of law. And we have allowed legislature to take its place. The commandments and doctrines of men. Which is a one-sided fucking ideology to keep their boot on your fucking head. And you're fucking paying for it. You're supporting that shit. It's not the law. Oh, that person's on drugs. So? So? I don't mind this bloke, he's a bit of a pisshead, but he's alright, but I don't like him because he's on drugs. Do you realise how much of a fucking retarded statement that is? It's stupid. They're both fucking bad. Done them both, mate. I've fucking been down the fucking bottom of the fucking barrel in both of them. It's debauchery. It's a sickness. Saying one needs help and the other one needs punishment is a pretty shit fucking standpoint. Both need help. I'm not trying to belittle you. I'm trying to get you to fucking see the idiocracy in your fucking mentality. You can correct it, but you're too fucking stubborn and self-proud and self-righteous and pompous. Probably brainwashed by them other fucking idiots with the eagles tattooed on their fucking skull. It's not a two-headed eagle, so I'm guessing it's not the Scottish Rite. Anyway, rant over. I can get on with the rest of my day now. Yeah, I've got an hour to get my shit together because I'm going down to get my dressings changed today. I'll get to see what that looks like under there after another week of healing. And have another $100 dressing put on it. See how we go. If it's healed anything like that, which is still very thin in the skin, as soon as I put it up, because it blistered instantly, as soon as I put it under the water, it just went pop, and the skin just all peeled back. If it's anything like that, I'm going to be really impressed. They may not even put another bandage on it, I don't know. I know Launceston want them to. They want me to go back and so they can have a look at it next week. The specialist burns clinic, because they did want to do plastic surgery with it. Plastics, not actual plastic, but a skin graft. It's plastic surgeons that have to do that shit. So we'll see how it goes. Don't wish me luck, send me prayers. Oh, tomorrow I've got court. Tomorrow I'll start the court case, where I'm entering straight into a plea. Strike while the iron's hot, excuse the pun. But I actually, I wouldn't have been able to go this week with a doctor's certificate. I could have got an adjournment, but I have to present that doctor's certificate in person anyway, so I still would have had a warrant for me arrested, charged, bailed, and then have something else to fight in court that would have made me look bad. So instead of doing that, I run the gauntlet. Don't think I'm going to lose half my leg. I was actually worried that I was going to, because the amount of swelling that was all down here, my whole foot, I was having no colour change when they pressed my foot, squeezed it, the skin. It wasn't looking good. But all the swelling's gone. Everything's coming back to normal. This is tingly and itchy as fuckery, so it's healing. It's not painful. There's nothing oozing out from under me bandaging. I can feel nice hard scabs under that. Like I'm reckoning, I'm going to say just leave it off and I'll counsel what's going on in Launceston maybe. I don't know yet. We'll find out today, won't we? But no, sorry, I've had to fuck a lot of people round. I've actually not gone and had a skin graft on my leg so that I could be here, because I want to enter straight into a plea. I burnt myself pretty bad, so I'd like to strike while the iron's hot. Make hay while the sun shines, eh? Alright, an hour rant. I'd love to be able to actually have these conversations with somebody who can have a mature conversation with me, instead of knock all the pieces off the chessboard like a pigeon strutting around and claiming that they won. It's not how you have a conversation. And these fuckwits like Candace Owen and Ben Shapiro, we've got them over here, we've got plenty of them. It's fucking bread and circuses, people, to keep you fucking... just to keep you occupied, to stop you looking at the fact, oh, Donald Trump's building a new fucking ballroom at the White House. Why would he want to build a new ballroom at the White House, going on about putting gold and this and that up there so that he can compete with the fucking Kremlin? When they've got a crane and all the stuff that's there for digging really deep into the ground. Look at the suppliers who are supplying what to the White House. And it's exactly the same suppliers and exactly the same things and exactly the same receipts as the 9-story deep data centre that's just been built in Jerusalem. And who's in charge of it all? Larry Ellison, the same person. Yeah. It's worldwide government, people. It's the new world order government, people. You've all been fucking duped. Donald Trump is fucking the new Klause Schwab. Bye-bye for now.